Where'd you get advice? Who'd you talk to? Who, did you guys have mentors? Did you guys have just, people that literally just told you, yeah, you probably shouldn't do that, or you should do that? Other entrepreneurs in your community, like who coached you guys?
This is okay. So this is given our timelines and our crunch time.
Nobody.
We were talking to ourselves. Now, what would we have been, more effective and save time? Always, I think mentors and business mentors, people who have gone through the process before, are very helpful. So if you have that in your court, definitely leverage those relationships. Not saying we didn't have them, we did, but like I felt like the time we were like, oh my God, people can now walk into this building. You need to go online. We didn't have time to ask it. Like, I just feel like we didn't have time to ask anybody or set up that call or get the feedback in. We were like, do it. It was go mode, and we were talking to each other. So the good news is that like Lance has established 2 wine shops in Brooklyn. Lance really knows wine. Lance knows, he really knows wine. He knows the wine business. He knows how to bring a store to market, like all of those things. Meshed with my world in terms of, being in finance, the business, like what the model looks like, what is a lean business, like what are the risks on the table right now? Being like just kind of being in a business where I have to like take a look, at like, all right, these are the next 4 possible steps for, lane A, lane B, lane C, and lane D. It kind of just went into like overdrive, and we were like, boom, like we were like lockstep, like making decisions or turning the cog. Not saying like we couldn't have done it better or feedback. It was kind of like, what we thought about, what we did take the time to think about, we executed, and that's like, this is what we're doing. So this is either we're going to make this work and like turn it into something a bit more effective, or we're going to change it. And we were open to both. So, but over time, since then, since like the mayhem in March and in April, like we have had time and to get feedback from our consumers. Tell us like, oh, did you think about this? Did you think about that? Love that. We bring it, whatever people tell us, we bring it or share with us. We bring it to our marketing meeting. They're weekly on Mondays, and we discuss it and see if it's something that makes sense for us, or if there's like another idea that comes off top of it. Lance is still very close with the 2 different owners where he helped open wine shops in Brooklyn. Fantastic. Like, I consider like, those relationships like someone on like the advisory board, like if you will, because they've gone through the process and had successful, like, stable wine businesses for a few years now. So I think now that we're up and running, we have the Rolodex of folks that I would want to call to continue us and help us keep going. Same for some of the folks that I work with very well too. So
I love that. I love that because it's clear you guys have a bias towards action, right? And I think that what I've noticed in talking to other small business owners or friends of mine that own businesses is, just like you said, you don't have time to ask. Sometimes you are in a position where you have to make decisions, and you got to act, and you test and learn. If it's a good decision, great. If it's the wrong decision, you learn and you move forward. And so that's really exciting it's really dope to hear you guys kind of talk about, hey man, I don't know. I've got to trust my experience working at these wine shops. I got to trust my own expertise in finance and what leading business looks like. No, that's awesome.